Hello, this is part 2 of my first playthrough of Slay the Princess. And this one is going to be a long one, so you might want to get something to drink. I want everything to be louder. Because when I was going through like my recordings and everything, they're super quiet and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The game's not peaking. I'm not peaking. Oh well. Now we'll put this way and get into the game. Okay. So this is gonna be part 2. I finished the first path, which was happily ever after. So I don't know which one I'm gonna do next. That being done, let's see here. Last we left off,
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You're here to slay her. It's a bit loud, but because my laptop is taking the sound from what's playing, I'm working with that. And when I get to the end, I don't know if I'm gonna have to sound boost stuff before I post it, so.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
It's a little loud.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
What if I am? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes,
Doing other
but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Ooh. Very, very poignant, very short, straight to the point. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing good
It's
stuff?
a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
If you say so.
That's the spirit.
Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch.
You make your way up
Viva
the
la
short
revolution.
path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I forgot to read it.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oh, ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I think we'll see what happens if we start off with the blade this time.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Did y'all notice the sound change?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
It's so funny. I was just about to say I haven't heard the voice of the hero, and I think I did that last time. Like, I'm so ready to just go in, guns blazing with the hero every time, and it's like, where is he? He's right here. Just hasn't said anything yet. Yes?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you?
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
I'm probably pretty terrifying.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the
Side note.
task at hand.
Side note, I don't know why I'm yawning so much sitting here. I wasn't doing that before I started playing the game. I guess it makes me tired. Although that music is very loud right now. We're gonna just take it down a little bit. Just a little bit.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
My bad. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Keeping it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your
Damn
thoughts
it.
as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for
finished the
breath,
job.
equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The adversary. Ah!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
If you don't,
it will be the end
it
of the
will
world.
be the end of the world.
He's a better voice actor than me, that's for sure. But I died.
I can
what am I
assure
doing
you
here?
that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
He and I are gonna throw hands.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. And all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother
Those are two
doing
very
anything?
different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
And I did pretty well.
We did our best with the information we were given. And we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
Damn.
I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
He's aggressive.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Like that explanation.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh. Okay, so it skipped some frames about 15 minutes ago. So, see how that went. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, sorry about that. The laser went deleted if you want to do this right. Oh, this whole cabin is different than this.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I care about whether I'm being lied
As
to.
do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
I take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Is that another challenger? Finally! It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes! I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like how we're both still alive. Now, I already know the answer to this, but...
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it
Uh-oh.
better myself.
Oh. I don't know. Oh, you look different.
You look exactly the same.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, long quiet, don't change. I didn't think about that. We are just exactly the same. We're going to attack the princess, right? Because there's something else. Yeah.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
Kind of messed up we don't go stronger.
You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
She's asking me to kill her, dog.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
And then someone's gonna be like, no!
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't.
The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
So when we go forward with the voice we gain, it just seems that that's what leads us further down the path. So I'm gonna strike it.
That's your plan, then. That's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
Oh.
No, we can do this. Just
Oh.
keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Believe in ourselves.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't
Go
you?
on! Go on!
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here.
No, it says forever!
Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee.
Uh-oh. Man.
It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
We're fine.
You barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
I said we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She tosses it at your feet.
I love her. I'm attacking again!
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're...
Everything
dead.
goes dark.
Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Oh, this is like the coolest
Wait,
path I've ever
no, that can't be right.
seen. Colin.
Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
What
No,
about her?
voice
The
of the
blade went right
stubborn.
through her heart.
Yeah, she'll get up probably.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be... No!
We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the
Round
weapon
two.
from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she
This is-
came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do
We're just
that?
fighting to fight. Yeah.
All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh,
Huh.
we just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
I want screenshot. Okay. Let me
Nothing.
ask.
It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that.
Okay.
But you did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world.
Nah, you're lying.
And what is that supposed to mean? I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that.
Bitch.
Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts.
What? Sorry, no, what? There's still a razor thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back. And if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. So you're saying, like, if I commit to a bit, that bit becomes reality.
What?
Okay. Okay, I regret choosing this. I mean, the princess can't die, don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we've all thought that one. Whoa, there's so many options here. Princess can't die.
But you did think it, didn't you? I tried, you know. I tried very hard to make this work. I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it?
I chose the lie option. The princess can die. So it's like the same thing essentially as the other options.
Yes. Like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink.
Oh, there's
So I
less
was
drink.
right. Why are all of you so glum?
Maybe I picked the wrong. I don't know if this is going to change anything or not.
But I think it was the stubborn one who said, "Your destiny awaits," right?
Sorry, what did you say? I thought I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. Everybody see the end of everything. I'd rather not be sober. So I was right. Warrior Golem. This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever. Well, I think it was the stubborn one who said your destiny awaits, right?
No. No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world? You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable.
We're finally getting answers from this narrator.
And what's wrong with stalling? Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on. Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this?
This whole time she's just standing there waiting for us.
Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you. It's time. Yes, I suppose If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out. I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Join your adversary.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Yes. And then you get up.
Man, they should have
That
this
was a
slash
good
music.
one. More.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment.
Look at our feetsies! Whoa. These shots are crazy.
And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still
There he
here.
goes.
This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. and she's still here too.
Big brain. Oh,
I feel so tired.
you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave the room.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Screw the mirror, we just need to find the princess.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Oh, he's just so unbothered. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze in the reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. I can't tell if I'm any different. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Ah, and then my favorite music. Yes, you are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
I want to ask how she feels about this vessel. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a bold heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Destroy your body? I've never tried that. You raise your will to end your life. But as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh! That was surprisingly anticlimactic. Attack the entity. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
I'm just gonna say this one, because I don't know. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
And what if I don't want to bring you any more vessels? What if I just wait here forever?
Then we will remain here as we are now. Barely finished. Damp. Cavernous.
She doesn't want me to not do that. You have no need to wait. I'm not gonna wait. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
That one didn't catch me off guard. It was the noise of that got me.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
And this princess needs some water. Sorry if that was loud.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Which one? Which one?
Don't
Okay,
mention
thanks for
it.
telling me what
It's
to
all
do.
part of the job.
Thanks. We're just gonna go all in. I know we went in all in last time, but we had that little bit of doubt.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Also, I guess because I went all the way in on the last round, I didn't get a chapter 3. Or maybe there's no chapter 3 in that, I'm not sure. I'll be honest, I want to meet Mr. Paranoid. I want to meet Mr. Paranoid. He's...
The interior of the
Baller.
cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is
We're
stale
gonna
and
set this
musty.
right.
The blade is your... You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds...
Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Hmm. In case I mess up. I know there are no wrong answers. I think I want... Okay. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason. So, you should just drop.
She's unarmed.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine then. I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
It's crazy not seeing her all messed
We'll be
up.
fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
No relationship, are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
I can be a little Hellloooo. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Because I am.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point.
And killing each other was
There's a
fun.
reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm gonna keep you locked away here. Locked away down here. At least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. And I don't know why it switched here. I'm gonna do that.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Thank you.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
He's not
One
wrong.
way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
I'm blaming the narrator.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down
You'll be
here.
the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Also, side note, the door opens inward. Me putting the door in front of it does absolutely fuck all. Just saying.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
The thumping sounds so much louder.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Whose side are you on?
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
My game was
And in the basement of that
struggling
cabin
doing that. Oh my
is a
God.
princess.
That's so funny. They're like, not only is the long quiet struggling against her, so is my live stream. It's crazy.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
This next section of the game is gonna be crazy. Like, it was already lagging, now it's gonna get bad. She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us? That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will...
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Big brain.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Sorry, I was getting alerts to change some settings that I can't change right now anyways. Ooh! Look at the little faces outside.
Oh, it's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
100%.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
I'm taking the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
I wonder why he only gives us a blade.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Big brain.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Heading down the stairs in
You make your
silence.
way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Sassy.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Ah! It's like a train. I want to try going back the way I came.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there.
Hey, but there's no eyes down that pathway.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
No!
I told you I was going to find you.
As Princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more, as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Okay, my stream is about to wig out, as it does whenever the frame starts picking up. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream and restart it with slightly different settings so I can see if that's gonna help. Let's see. Okay, I'm back. With that being said, I changed some settings, and I really hope this is gonna work out.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
I heard a little bit.
You have seconds left.
You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Heart, lungs,
Decide what you want to do, can you?
heart, lungs,
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
nerves, heart, lungs,
She isn't attacking us.
nerves, heart.
Why?
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
Liver.
Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. 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 Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver.
If you want to work, can you at least turn off this whole organ shut?
From what I am, it's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver.
What happened?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me and then...
Heart. Lungs.
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
Nerves.
I think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart.
I was
Lungs.
sitting here just stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you.
I know, you told me last time.
liver,
Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it.
liver,
I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid.
liver,
The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
lungs, liver,
Damn, we're really like on the dark side over here.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Ah,
lungs, liver,
people will die if you do to them what you've done to me.
liver,
Everyone dies eventually. They're all full of wet, writhing things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody. Just to come apart all over again.
nerves,
All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen, and maybe do a little unwinding myself.
lungs,
Is that really so much to ask?
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
If I let you go out, what then? Do we go our...
lungs,
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
If you need me, then why didn't you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you...
I'm being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
lungs,
And you might have fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
lungs, liver,
You seem miserable.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Being around... I'm not going to stick around.
heart, lungs,
Why won't you come in?
liver,
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
liver,
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
lungs, liver,
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then
Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it.
okay, deep breath, we're fine.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
You're back.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment,
lungs, liver,
and then you're
nerves,
gone.
heart, lungs,
Just
liver,
like
nerves, heart,
that.
lungs, liver,
Ah,
nerves, heart,
And there's the fear.
nerves,
She pulls away.
liver, nerves,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, 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 liver, nerves, heart.
How about I just kill you instead?
Nerves,
Princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably, and you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear on the other side of her mask.
nerves,
What about that knife, are we?
Heart, lungs, liver,
Put that little theory to the test.
heart,
See how it plays out.
nerves,
But I don't think you're going to like what happens.
heart, lungs,
Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
This place is mine.
liver, nerves,
And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, 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 heart,
Just like her.
liver.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
Nerves, heart, lungs,
We did it.
liver,
We
nerves,
actually did it.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Lungs, liver, nerves.
Can she?
Lungs, liver. We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
Heart, lungs,
She falls to the ground,
nerves,
unmoving.
heart.
Oh. I can stop now, can't I?
Thank you,
I
Perry.
can. Finally.
And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right?
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
It means that you're stuck here. Forever. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this.
Time passes.
Forever's gonna end. Eventually, right?
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever.
Oh,
It
now
doesn't
it doesn't
end.
end? It does,
I
usually.
feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though, does it? What
Yeah,
do you
it doesn't.
mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Well, it's not with us.
Are you
right now.
suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die?
Because right now, you don't want us to do that.
You're right. I don't.
But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours.
Why?
What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Ugh. Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before forever happens?
That's a grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along.
We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it.
But I've got the best company I could ask for. You guys, what more do I need?
Oh, you could do a lot better than us.
Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
It's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back.
Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once.
I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility,
didn't you?
Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us?
Mm-hmm.
Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Can you tell me your secrets now?
No.
How about now? Is it secret time?
Still no.
I'm going to wear you down eventually. You might as well spill those sweet, sweet secrets now. Then we'll have something else to talk about.
You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do. The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
Secret.
The narrator continues to ignore you.
Damn it. Are you stuck here with us, or are you capable of going?
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
I get it. You don't want us to die because you'll be lonely. How sweet.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
Take the blade from your body.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Oh. Throw the blade into the void.
No, what are you doing? You tighten your grip and fling the blade as hard as you can into the void. It's gone. Now you're really stuck here forever. There's no way out now. You mean other than starving? Right, I mean other than that.
Sorry, guys. Wait.
You wait, and then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time, but that doesn't stop it from passing, nor does it stop your biology from unraveling. The only things you know for certain are that it's long and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade.
My bad. My bad, dog.
No, you really shouldn't have. But biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark, and you die. Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there.
Oh, that was new. The Wraith. Alright, let's go. Let's throw hands.
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does. No, there has to be a way out of here.
The cold is here.
There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave? Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her, and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice.
This point,
All
probably
death has done is shunt us back to these woods,
Six
where we're
times?
forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
Well, neither was the last one.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So,
Did anyone
yes,
get that?
I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different.
Oh
I'm
god.
not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
Damn.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Big brain. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option.
Then she finds a way out on her own.
Does
So,
she?
standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right? No, it's strictly worse.
I know it's better for us.
And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't, and you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
Big
Everyone
brain.
is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them.
On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
I wanna
You
see what
continue
she's
down the
like now.
path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. I don't like any of our options here.
Me
It feels
neither.
like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing, something that would make everything make sense.
Wish there was.
Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. Would you look at that? We won.
Take it however you will.
Enter the cabin.
The interior of the
Oh.
cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is...
That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror?
The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Oops.
Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time?
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it? You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror clean.
This is it. The mirror's going to go away, and she's going to startle us. We better brace ourselves.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
And now the jump scare.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Well, you're
Shit.
very haughty.
Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us.
And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt.
Then turn off the part of you that feels things.
Oh, like it's that easy?
It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain.
Except that pain hurts.
Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
I want to commit to us not wanting to let her out. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you?
You locked me in a basement and then you killed me.
Eh.
Oh, we're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Struggle.
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make.
You remain pinned to
Oh.
the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
Hold on, let's see what she was trying to say. I accidentally clicked. So easy to make you squirm, but I won't be crueler than I have to be. When I want to cause any more damage, it'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle. Alright.
Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
That's true, that's true.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake, eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this. We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin. Were we? I was.
I know you were, but you were only into it for the wrong reasons.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
This path is so cool.
Weren't you all of those things for me? I can grasp the shape of everything you think you feel. You think you are numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me. And I don't feel regret, even in the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
We weren't always like this. I've always been like this.
And he's the newest one.
All I'm doing is reaping what you've sown.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Should we?
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Throw your body into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
As we have learned.
It's just a body now. But I need to do so many terrible things to you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one, we all go. 1,
You got it,
2,
Paradigm.
3.
We got this. Yes.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall. We did it! We actually did it! Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Fuck you, bro. I tried so
What happens
hard.
now?
Falling asleep.
I want to know what he thinks happens now.
Oh, is he gone already?
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should pay better attention to your head. You left. Gone. It's just you and you and you and me. Idiot.
Oh. Terminal velocity ceases, and you feel a something, a mass, a growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
Oh, find a buckle lead. Get me out of this nightmare. Jesus Christ. But you don't answer her. Before she's gone, you feel resistance beneath your feet once more. Memory returns. Jesus Christ.
She's gone.
Wait,
No,
there's that
we
mirror
should
again.
not try. I know
Why is
that's
it here?
default,
Why
but I
now?
wish this would be a moment where I wish they would have said something like, "Thank God it's over." I want to hear the paranoid being like, "That was the worst experience I've ever had." We get default responses. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here
But
before,
it
and you
feels
always
so
get scared.
bad. Like looking into it, it's calling us. And not, you don't need to comfort them.
It's going to be okay.
Okay, we trust whatever may.
Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Hands to reach for the garden once again. The mirror always makes you think she needs things in it. You withered. Oh my god. Find yourself a long fight once again. Whew. Oh, you're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Love the way she talks. Oh, it's like I can just picture what she's saying.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I just want it all to stop.
It will, in time, but you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you.
I don't like this one. This girly pop. I'm not supporting her wrongs, therefore I'm just like, no. I'm over it right now. I'm tired of it so far. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
I'm gonna call it there. Whew. That was a long one.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Man. personally haven't seen that route. Like, when I watch the deep dive videos, I've seen the result, but I haven't seen the whole walkthrough to get there. To, I guess it was the Wraith? That's what it was? That was something else. That was... I mean, I'm already sleepy and tired. But going through, like, a struggle, meeting the cold in that way. Because I chose the way where you just wait for eternity. And I'm glad the narrator didn't go too much into, like, how you end up decaying and rotting away for all eternity or until you're dead. I'm glad he didn't do that. But going through the whole thing, that leaves you drained. And I see why the cold is like that. Like he's the manifestation of ending up going through as long as possible and dying to where you just feel nothing anymore because you've lived for eternity or whatever it is that causes the cold to come out. I think there's other ways that the cold comes out, but so far that's the most brutal way that I've seen. Like the first path that I reached made me just want to cry and like whatever, and now this one was just like, man, I want to go to bed. Like, he's a vibe. I mean, I love the paranoid too, but the cold in this moment actually is befitting the role, because sometimes when the cold comes out later on or another pathway, it just seems like he's just there kind of to be annoying, but this time it makes a lot of sense. So I liked this playthrough. I'm just drained. It's like, my god, and I'm sleepy. So hopefully you've enjoyed it too, whomever sees this in the future, because I'm done for the night. So I'll go ahead and close it out here, and I look forward to doing the next part.